as a person that's always calculating costs, I'm curious, what's cheaper? Eating outside or eating at home? Like dining out or staying home and like like grocery hacking and whatnot. And as a single person in most of my 20s, I realized that actually I probably more or less spend the same amount of money. Maybe there is a slight margin with eating out, but I do, for the most part, feel that eating out is a better deal, especially in cities like New York. Now, hear me out because that sounds crazy. Most people think eating out in New York City is really expensive. It is, but there are a lot of places with deals. There's lunch deals, there's happy hour deals, there's all sorts of deals, especially like where you live. Like I lived near Brooklyn Chinatown, which is really, really affordable. You could get this deal called the 4 dishes, 1 soup. It's very famous, 8th Avenue, Brooklyn, around 40th Street, all the way up to about 60th Street. There's a lot of restaurants on that avenue that, because it's Chinese food and it's all Chinese community, and also right next to me is a lot of Mexican community. So also Mexican food is all very affordable because it's serving mostly immigrant communities. So in cities like New York City, if you live in like the boroughs, you're actually better off eating out because the amount of money you would have to spend for the groceries to cook all those 4 dishes and get the rice and or to make tamales or to go and eat, like freshly made Mexican food, it would be a lot of work. And it would be a lot of time, the time that a young professional might not have. So I do think you can have the best of both worlds. I think you can dine out, and I think you can save money by dining out, and because you're just one person. Now, if you're cooking for a family of 6, then it makes sense that you eat at home. But if you're a single person living in New York, you want to pick a borough that's not Manhattan, you want to find an area that is mostly immigrant, and that is how you will live a very nice life. You'll be able to save so much money in New York while you're making white collar money, $200,000-300,000 a year, live in an immigrant community. You are making the most amount of money, spending the least amount of money. That's how I became a millionaire at 30. Literally was that. Make the most amount of money I could, spend the least amount of money I could, and invest the rest. So you're good.